Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to Taryns with me, Taryn. What is new? What is new? For me, actually not quite a lot this time. If you missed it, the new episode of the podcast launched this Sunday. It releases every other Sunday morning. So if you'd like to check that out, the link to our website is in the description. You can also find the podcast on Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all those other fun places. Check that out. Send us an email. Let us know about your spiritual stories. We would love to talk about them. What's up, guys? Hi, William. Hi, Lisa. How is everyone doing today? Let me find this post, and I will share it myself. How about that? There we go. All right, yeah. Mason, it has been a little while. It is good to see you. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Rebecca. Awesome to see all of you guys. If you love me, share this video. That is not a test. I'll still believe you love me if you don't. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you, Courtney. Share. Let people see my bright and shining face. If you would like a reading, share, then comment. Let me know that you would like a reading, and I'd be glad to pull some cards for you. Thank you, Mason. Make sure you specify that you would also like a reading, because some people share just to share. So if you'd like a reading, let me know. Like I said, the newest episode of the podcast released Sunday. If you haven't already, check that out and then write us your own spiritual stories. We would love to have them. Plus, we need the material. Courtney, Bonnie, and Mason. And then Lisa. Let's get this there. There we go. Make sure I can see all the comments. Perfect. Okay. All right, Courtney. Let's see. Courtney, so we have, let me get my zoom in set up here. Come on, there we go. Now, me on the good stuff. So, Courtney, it looks like we have recently gone through big transformation and change. We have the full, right, taking a leap of faith, starting fresh, and something new, full of potential and possibility, right? And it looks like it is strongly guided by or leading to our intuition, right? Our higher power. So I speak in general terms because everyone's faith is different, and tarot is not limited to faith. But with the High Priestess and the Hierophant, they both speak to a deeper spiritual connection. So be that to yourself, to God, to the universe, whatever that is for you personally. It looks like we are very much connected to and in the flow of and embraced during this new leap. It looks like it is divine, right? So let's see, Miss Bonnie, the beautiful, beautiful Bonnie. Happy Monday, Courtney. How have you been? You're about overdue for a private reading, I do believe. But that is okay. No judgment here. Let's see what we got. Courtney, you are welcome. So this speaks to meeting someone, and I don't, it could speak to romantically, it could speak to platonically, it could speak to financially, but we've got page and night, so we have us meeting someone that is on the same page and kind of in the same place, where you're more grounded and more set in place, they're more active and more driven, so it looks like it'll light a little bit of a spark. And we have the Nine of Pentacles here speaking to you and reminding you that you have more than enough. You are more than enough. Nine of Pentacles is abundance, is a step past being enough. So it speaks to a new connection coming into play that sparks something, and it's much needed, right? Let's see, a Mason. Or Drusilla, absolutely. You have commented, you are on the list. All readings are by donation. No donation is ever mandatory. Just appreciated, encouraged. The ways that you can donate are up here in this little bubble, Cash App, Venmo, and my website, as well as in the description if you are watching on YouTube or Facebook. Love you, Bonnie. Let's see. So I'm thinking, now that I have quite a few of you here, or a handful, I'm thinking of setting in place Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time as one of my standard staple lines. Like always showing up every Monday at 7 p.m. just so you know what to expect me. What do you think about that? Do you have preferred days? Do you have preferred times? Is something easier for you? Do you have suggestions? Let me know. I want to be accommodating. I think Monday nights make it good for people to prepare for the rest of the week, which can be daunting sometimes. So I think Monday night at the start is a good starting point. Let's see. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciated. Mason, so King of Cups, Six of Cups, and Knight of Pentacles speak to an emotional connection with someone that is consistent and reliable and tried and true, always there, always been there, always will be there, and it speaks to them kind of lifting you up, empowering you, and making you feel more balanced and in tune with yourself and prepared. So this is saying to acknowledge the worth of and emphasize that relationship, that dynamic, because it's good for you. Let's see. Elisa. Monday is good for you. Awesome. Good to know. Thank you for the feedback and the share. So, Lisa, we have the Seven of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Seven of Cups speaks to being overwhelmed by possibilities, by options. I call this the analysis paralysis card, right? We have the Four of Pentacles, which speaks to clutching tight to our resources, holding tight to what we have, valuing security and stability to a fault sometimes, leading to Five of Swords, which is the cost of war, the cost of what we are putting ourselves through, the heartache and the grief of it. So this speaks to me like we are, that analysis paralysis is causing us to not act, to be paralyzed by choice and stick to what we know and where we are at because we are comfortable. The cards are saying that is a loss, that is not the way that you want to go. You don't want to play it safe in this particular situation, right? So really be mindful about how you're moving forward, about what you're choosing not to act on out of fear or security. Take the risks and see where they take you. Ruth, always. Courtney, instead of doing Patreon, I'm doing everything directly through my website now. So when you book readings one-off, you can book through the website, or you go to standard readings and then go to pay. It'll give you the option to monthly subscribe for a discount, which would be the same effect as Patreon, and there are different pay levels. But I just condensed it so there wouldn't be so many fees, and so I could keep it to a donation model and all that stuff. But it's all there in one place. So you would like to book a reading or subscribe to monthly readings or any of that other stuff, it is on backporchmagick with a K.com in the description. Let's see what we have for you. Lisa, you are absolutely welcome. Now step outside of your comfort zone. That's where all the fun stuff is. Okay? That's how you got the good things in your life now. If you are just tuning in, all readings are by donation. No donation is ever mandatory, just appreciated and encouraged, and the way that I pay my bills. If you would like to donate for your reading or someone else's, or you just like what I do here, the ways that you can donate are up here in this bubble, as well as in the description to this video. You can also donate with Facebook stars, or by sharing this or telling me I'm pretty cool. Whatever works for you and whatever is in your financial wheelhouse, accepted and appreciated, as long as you are acknowledging my time. Thank you, Lisa. This is the Line Strider Tarot deck by Silu Thompson. It's available on Amazon. It was a gift to me. So, Courtney, we have the Hierophant, or the High Priest, the Pope. We have the Ace of Cups, which is about the start of connection, a relationship, and King of Swords is kind of a red flag, at least in this deck. It's not always. I feel like I need to disclaimer, because I feel like I give King of Swords a bad rep, but at least in this deck, it always comes up as someone that's toxic or mentally not in the best shape and taking it out on other people, or overimposing anxiety or control. So it looks like we are caught off by thinking that maybe they have a clearer idea or make more sense or know more about the world or have a better idea, a better control of their life or something, right? The Hierophant speaks to someone seeming to be outranking us in life sometimes, and it's a new connection. It seems like maybe a red flag to tread carefully. Yvette Torres, let's see what we have. Hi, Miss Casey. Good to see all of you this evening. Like I said, if you didn't check out the episode of the podcast that aired Sunday, the link is in the description. to my website, as well as it is on Spotify and Stitcher and everywhere else that you get your podcasts. Check it out and then write us some cool stuff about your spiritual encounters with ghosts or gods or fairies or the devil or whatever you saw. Tell us about it and we'll talk about it, for better or worse, spooky, scary, funny. We will laugh at you a little. We'll try not to. But generally, alright, a bit. I appreciate you, Courtney. So it looks like we are probably overstressing ourselves about things in the past, things in the future, when in the present things were pretty calm, collected, together, and you can take a breather, you can rest. Queen of Swords hands to us getting in control of our headspace, of our mind, and it looks like we are in the position to do that. So take it easy and breathe and be confident in the brain space that you have cultivated, for lack of better wording. You know, you've got a good head on your shoulder, is basically how it reads. So take it easy, don't be so hard on yourself. You're on the right track. Let's see, Drusilla, then Miss Rebecca, and then Jamie. Hi, Amanda. How's it going? If you have commented that you would like a reading, you are on the list. All readings are by donation, no donation ever. Mandatory, please don't above my head. In the description to this video on Facebook and YouTube. So, Drusilla, we have Page of Swords, Eight of Swords, Six of Swords, that all speak to the mind, anxiety, stress, being caught up in decision, or in this case, indecision. Page of Swords speaks to the messenger, getting a cue from life, from the outside world, that things need to change and give and break. Eight of Swords is us keeping the blinders on, saying we don't want to see it, even though seeing things for what they are and acting accordingly will make your life significantly easier. But I was drawn to the card underneath the deck, what we're not seeing, what we're missing about ourselves and about this whole situation. And for you, it was the Queen of Cups, which speaks to your compassion and your empathy and your big heart. And I think that may make you feel like defining boundaries is an attack on others because you want everyone to be happy, right? But what we really see is that we are cultivating our best self to be the best that we can be for the people that we love and the people that need us. So acknowledge what needs to be acknowledged, act accordingly, life will be easier. You're not a bad person for acting accordingly. You just have too much empathy sometimes, which happens. Let's see, Rebecca. Gina, you are absolutely on the list as well. Get right to you. It has been a while. again, strong and balanced and just in your head. But we're getting control, right, Queen? We're getting control of that headspace, and everything else kind of falls in line. We've got good company, and it. Four of Pentacles is also going to be a red flag to acknowledge. Don't hold on too tight to things. Let things flow. Friendly reminder. But you've got a good space and good people, and things are good. Let them be. All right, Jamie. So we, Queen of Wands, are tough, trial by fire. We have been through it, but we are disconnect masking some grief. So it looks like we have, instead of healing, tucked away some grief in our back pocket. And instead of acknowledging it, we are hardening around it and being tough instead of being releasing to it, which sometimes that happens out of necessity. And I always tell people that as we come into a place where we get comfortable in our lives and our basic needs are met and we're in good relationships, this starts to crack because we're in a safe place to release this so that we don't have to carry it anymore. So if you find yourself going, oh, something's not right, something's off, it might be some of this coming up. Just let it, process it, feel it, release it, and reverting back to acknowledging things that we've been through, and healing doesn't. It's not counterintuitive. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just going to scream it at you every day, Rebecca. It's fine. Let's see. Yeah, where are we? Carla. Mondays at 7 work for you guys. Awesome. So Ruth next, and then Janice. Jamie, you are absolutely welcome. Reminding you guys, all readings are by donation. No donation is ever mandatory. If you would like a reading, share this video, comment, hey, I'd like a reading. I'd be glad to do one for you. If you would like to donate, the ways that you can donate are in the bubble up here as well as on my website in the description. If you would like to book a private reading, I'm pretty open this week. I would love to have you. Private readings are also by donation. They are over a Zoom call. Ask questions. They're easy. So this, Carla, this feels like yes and also no. So yes, in that everybody's vision is aligning and we're ambitious and motivated, but also grounded. But there's also some anxiety and stress that might be exacerbated. So be mindful of your headspace as you move forward. But overall, yes, just make sure you maintain that balance. All right, Miss Rose. Missy friend, how you been? So this feels like a lot of strong and stubborn and opinionated and pushy energies around you. And Eight of Swords is us keeping the blinders on and letting everyone just kind of push and pull us instead of taking off the blinders and going in the direction that Ruth wants. So, especially when we surround ourselves with good, positive, but strong-willed energies, we've got to be mindful that they don't always know what's best. Ultimately, we do. And sometimes it takes us stepping back from all of those voices to see that or to feel that. Let's see. Janice, and then Casey, and then Jenna. Perfect. Janice, Casey, and then Jenna, and I will be caught up, I do believe. Oh, and then Amanda. If you'd like a reading outside of that, comment, let me know. I would love to have you. So Janice, we have Strength, Ace of Wands, and the King of Pentacles speak to us starting down a new path, embarking on something that might seem daunting, but this is a reminder that we are strong, we are capable, and also, King of Pentacles, you have grounded, strong, and capable support. You have people in your corner. So you're not completely leaping blind into the future. You are leaping with capacity, capability, experience, support, love. So keep that in mind when taking your next scary step forward. Where is my Casey Beaumont? Howard. Kayla would love the reading. Kayla, absolutely. Janice, you are welcome. Okay. So Casey, we have the Four of Wands, the Moon, and the Tower, which to me, and admittedly based on our last conversation, leads me to think that we again are focusing on our nest, focusing on our circle, focusing on others, and being disillusioned to that impact on our life that is still kind of heading us towards exhaust, burnout, right? So try a little harder to prioritize yourself so that you can better be there for the people that you love. Been preaching this all day. It seems for a reason. Okay. Amanda, and then Jenna, and then Kayla, I do believe. This looks like you have been holding your post, putting up with Knight of Swords, a stubborn, kind of immature, opinionated, and hot-headed energy, while you yourself are pretty collected and balanced and grounded. So this looks like it is highlighting the imbalance in a relationship in your life. Maybe we need to acknowledge how that is impacting us and how we should move forward. Okay. Miss Jenna, it's been a long time. I didn't see you, friend. Let's see. Okay, so you are absolutely welcome. So, Jenna, this feels like there is an imbalance in a relationship in your life, and in this case, that imbalance is on your end. On their end, we have the Knight of Cups, which is a young and warm, positive energy, a romantic energy, right? Seven of Swords speaks to us being a little selfish, not revealing our clearest motives. It speaks to like smoke and mirrors and maybe not lying, but not being clear and clean and straightforward. And it looks like it is standing in the way of or impacting this otherwise on the same page, eye to eye connection, right? So, sounds like we might need a relationship reading. Then, let me know. Now will be the time to tell you guys if you've ever had a reading. All readings are by donation. No donations are mandatory, just appreciated and encouraged in the way that I pay my bills. If you would like to donate for your mini reading, tip me, buy me a coffee, or just say thanks. You can do that in Cash App, Venmo, or on my website here in this little bubble, as well as in the link in the description in this video. If you'd like to book a private reading, those are also by donation, also not mandatory. I'd love to have you. Let's see. Where are we? And you are welcome. All right, Kayla. So right now, I believe you will finish me up. If anybody else would like a reading before I go today, let me know. I would love to have you, and I'm in no hurry to pop out. Just hang out as long as I am needed. Okay. Got a lot of pentacles today. We've got people needing to feel grounded, which is fair. So it looks like, again, I said this can speak to us holding on too tight to a relationship, and that causing stress and it coming down to Two of Swords, an ultimatum, which is a tough decision having to be made. So, there's only so much I can read with 3 cards. It looks like, Gina, I look forward to that. It looks like we might be holding on too tight and things are going to come down to the wire where a decision has to be made. Hopefully that makes sense. If you'd like to do a more in-depth reading, by all means let me know. I would love to have you. Let's see. Shelby Hudson. Let's see what we have for you. So, Shelby, it looks like you've been through some stuff, right? Not your average breakups and whatnot. We've got some serious grief and trauma here. 10 of Swords and 5 of Swords will both speak to loss and heartache and heartache and all that not so great stuff, which happens. We all go through things, but it looks like we're trying to push ahead, push forward. And as we push forward, we need to be mindful of what we are taking with us, and maybe clear our plate so that our load is lighter moving in here. Let's see. Sam. New name. Pleasure to have you. Since you are new, I will do my spiel. Tarot does not predict the future because it's not set in stone. The future changes every day with every decision that we make. What tarot does is paints a picture of your life now, shows you where you're headed, where your paths are likely to take you. Then you do with that information what you want. You are always in control, so it's never going to tell you anything scary or daunting that you have no impact on, because you always have an impact. All readings are by donation. No donation is ever mandatory, just appreciated. And my job. If you'd like to donate, the ways that you can donate are above my head in that little bubble, as well as in the description to this video. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, those are also by donation. And you can do that on my website. I would love to have you with you. All right. Let's see what we got for Sam. Shelby, thank you so much. Oh, big change, big transformation. This is saying let go, release to the flow, to the destiny, jump in, take that leap of faith, take that risk. It's scary, but the potential, the connection is out there. So don't hold yourself back from happiness. And Miss Anna. Sam, you are absolutely welcome. It was a pleasure. Hope to see you back again. Kayla, if you would like to do a more in-depth relationship reading, feel free to book one. I would love to have you. We can talk through it. It's by donation. The suggested donation rate is $25. You can pay what you can, when you can, you do what you can. But if you'd like to talk about that, by all means we can. Anna, it looks like this is calling attention to some people in your life and the effort that they put in and how much they give you and do for you and consider you and show up for you consistently, and maybe we're not showing them the value that they deserve or acknowledging their place in our life. So it's saying to show the worth of what you're getting, if that makes sense. Alright guys, that will cut me for today. Like I said, if you'd like to donate for your reading or because you appreciate me, by all means do that. The ways that you can donate are in that little bubble as well as in the description on my website. If you would like to book a private reading, you can do that on my website as well. These are also by donation. I am officially going to lock in Monday nights at around 7 as my official weekly live, and then we will scatter some more in there as we can when we can for whatever reason. If you did not check out the podcast, the latest episode launched yesterday. Check it out. Write us in, tell us all your spooky, supernatural, and faith-related stories. We would love to have them. And until next time, love and peace and happiness and all that good stuff to you guys. Bye.